So I'm going to start the session by asking Andy Griffiths, who's Managing Director of Samsung UK and Ireland, to come up and give us a speech. But I'll just say a few words about Andy first. Since January 2012, Andy has been Managing Director of Samsung Electronics UK and Ireland. He oversees all activities surrounding a broad portfolio of devices, including mobile phones, TVs, Blu-ray players, white goods, notebooks, monitors, printers, and cameras. Prior to becoming Managing Director of Samsung Electronics, Andy was, in fact, Vice President of Consumer Electronics at Samsung UK and Ireland, overseeing several high-profile launches and campaigns in the UK, including Samsung's award-winning LED 3D TV and Smart TV. Prior to becoming Vice President of Consumer Electronics, Samsung UK and Ireland, Andy worked for over a decade in a senior role at Sony. He has also held a number of other strategic and sales roles, including 4 years in Amsterdam with Samsung Electronics Europe. So, Andy, can I invite you to come up and give your presentation? Thank you. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you're feeling refreshed after a nice lunch in a beautiful sunny garden. I've escaped today from Stratford, where I've been camped out for the last week. And I can report that we are truly starting a digital games and a fantastic digital experience for people. I've never seen so many smartphones or tablets held up to take pictures in some of the different auditoriums. So I'll expand a bit on that today and how that's become a reality. And we talk about the next phase of digital devices. We're currently in it, I believe, and that will build further. So look forward to sharing that with you. We are also very happy to work with the UKTI guys. Congratulations on a great conference. I hope you guys are enjoying using the tablets and seeing what a useful device they are for this kind of conference. So it's a real pleasure to be here today. And it's an excellent opportunity to build bridges with businesses from around the world. I'm very grateful to the UKTI for the opportunity to talk to you. You know, today's summit is an opportunity to celebrate the innovation and creativity of UK's ICT industry. So before I talk about next generation mobility, I want to touch on why Samsung is proud to be a part of the industry in the UK. Europe, and the UK in particular, is central to Samsung's global business strategy. It's our most important region. It is no coincidence that we held the global launch of our latest flagship device, the now famous Galaxy S3, here in London earlier this year. And the UK is very much our hub within Europe itself. We have 10 companies, in fact, based in the UK, employing over 1,000 people. And we've invested here for the long term, opening a quality assurance lab as far back as 1991, and in 1998, the very first design centre outside of Korea, here in London. That's grown significantly since then, as you can imagine. And you know, we're still investing here. Very recently, we made an investment of almost £200 million to acquire the mobile technology division of CSR, a world-leading British-based provider of semiconductor platforms. The move will strengthen our lineup of mobile device providers and strengthen our presence in the UK. So why do we base so much of our business here? Well, we think the opportunities are greater than the UK's modest size suggests. We select the UK as a centre for innovation, partly because it's a travel hub, of course, for Europe, but mainly because it has a proven business expertise, and as some of you have heard already this morning, a really passionate workforce who are very strong in areas particularly of design and engineering, two key areas for us. It's also in itself a very advanced and innovative market with very sophisticated consumers, a great base. And the UK is the leading market for consumer electronics in Europe. It's about 22% of the total demand. So it's a creative hub, and we can access, indeed we can live amongst consumers with an appetite for new products and high innovation. UK citizens spend more per head on cutting-edge products than any other EU country. And some 50% of phones already here are smartphones, so very fast, what we call adoption rates. We think that will rise to about 80% by the end of 2016. So for a business like Samsung that prides itself on agility, its ability to respond to consumer demands, its ability to bring new ideas successfully to the market, the UK is the perfect place to be. I'm also proud at this stage of our development to commit to supporting the communities in which we operate, and it's an important part of our Olympics programme, what we believe will be in our Olympics legacy. From our partnership with the Kids Company here in London, which sees us use our technology and our people to help improve the lives of some of the most disadvantaged children in the UK, to our work with people like the Birmingham Metropolitan College to create new apprenticeships, improving smart digital education. Samsung are part of the community here now. So as a business with a strong presence in the UK and a worldwide Olympic partner for wireless communications, all of us at Samsung are excited to see the London 2012 Olympic and Paralympic Games become a reality after several years of planning. Those of you who have been involved, it's really here and it really is fantastic. I'd like to show you a little clip, a little video about how we all feel about this at Samsung, about the Games. Thank you.
It's not about winning.
It's about taking part.
It's not about winning.
It's about taking part.
This is an invitation to the United Kingdom, to 60 million people, to experience the Olympic Games as they've never experienced them before. It's about the true spirit of the Olympics, a simple, 100-year-old dream that has never been more relevant. To come together in one place and share every human emotion, to use technology to get closer and more involved, to connect, to share, to take part as never before.
I'm taking part to fulfill a promise.
I'm taking part for charity.
I'm taking part.
I'm taking part.
I'm taking part.
Samsung Mobile, proud sponsors of the London 2012 Olympic Games. On your marks, get set, go.
So on the subject of taking part, I'd like to tell you quickly about our Samsung Hope Relay, which is helping people feel part of the excitement of the Games and raising money for charitable causes at the same time. And the relay is an app that will see us donate £1 to charity for each mile that users run, walk or cycle. All of you can participate wherever you live, as the app uses GPS technology to record the distance you have covered. I would urge any of you who have not already downloaded the app to get involved. I'm pleased to report that so far we've raised more than £300,000 through the Hope Relay for key charities here in the UK. So Samsung's come a long way from its roots back in the 30s as a Korean textile company. A relentless focus on innovation, design, reliability, a huge investment in R&D and a global outlook have helped us drive the consumer electronics market for some while now. Still family owned. We now hold the top market share position in all the major categories we deal in, particularly mobile, TVs being probably the most famous. Samsung's goal for the coming years is to continue to push those boundaries. Our ambition is for a product portfolio that works seamlessly, all these different products together, and effortlessly together, intuitively. So it's a product portfolio that makes consumers' lives simpler, smarter, and more enjoyable. In the mobile space, then, our commitment to pushing boundaries has allowed us to stay ahead of the competition in a mobile sector that is moving incredibly fast. Innovative new products are arriving on the market with breathtaking speed. So the challenge for us has been to deliver products that continue to stand out from the crowd. Those of you who haven't seen the S3, where have you been? I believe we have managed to do so with this device, our flagship phone, the Galaxy S3. Powered by the latest Android operating system and with a 4.8-inch high-def Super AMOLED screen that vividly displays photo and HD films. It has such great processing power that you can watch a film in a pop-up screen while also browsing the web or catching up on emails. The Galaxy S3 demonstrates how the new generation of mobile technology is evolving to become even more usable. Its biggest leap forward is the way it enhances interaction between the device and its owner, the way it delivers a more human experience. We've heard a bit about that this morning, haven't we? So how do humans communicate with each other? Not by pressing buttons. We communicate naturally with our faces, with our voices. So the phone is packed with technology that allows it to respond to these intuitive types of interaction. It recognizes, for instance, how you are using your phone, reading an e-book or browsing the web, for instance, by using its front camera, and keeps the screen bright rather than allowing it to dim after a short while. Remember how annoying that was? Like to use voice commands? If your alarm goes off, you can tell it to snooze. You can play songs, change volume, take photos, send text messages and emails just by speaking to your phone. Also, the sort of technology we're using on our TVs these days is human interaction. If you read a text and want to call the person, hold your phone to your ear and the Galaxy S3 automatically dials. So let's look at that phone in the context of convergence and the wider smart ecosystem that we're looking to help build. Mobile technology is becoming much more human. It's creating a simpler, smarter, more enjoyable experience. That's what it's all about, huh? But mobile phone technology is not developing in isolation. Convergence between devices is arguably the key trend for our sector at the moment, for the finished device. 10 years ago, it wouldn't have made too much sense to talk about TVs in the context of mobile technology, but it certainly does now. That's all we think about at Samsung. In 2008, we launched smart TVs, ushering in a whole new market category. The number of apps available has now grown massively, and this year we're able to make an exciting announcement for that product. So our media hub, with its selection of on-demand movies, TV shows, on our Galaxy phones and tablets you're using today, will now be available on our TVs as well. So purchase your content for one device and watch it on them all at different parts of the day. You know, we can go even further than that. Look at the MGO app from Technicolor, for example. The app brings hit films and TV shows from major studios for a multi-screen viewing experience. While watching a movie on the TV, you can simultaneously get bonus content on your connected Galaxy devices. We're now living actually in a multi-screen world, not tomorrow, today. And we are changing how you interact with a TV just as with a phone. So cameras embedded in the television will recognize who is watching and ensure their preferences are offered. Our new smart TVs can listen, see, and do what you want without you ever having to touch a remote control. Imagine that. And they're out there selling like hotcakes right now. So it shows people really appreciate this kind of technology. We're seeing, in fact, we believe, the emergence of a smart home ecosystem in which TVs, cameras, and home appliances like washing machines are all smart, are all connected. And the mobile device is acting as the linchpin of this connected system. Let's see how that crosses over to the business environment, because they're increasingly merging. Again, we heard a bit about today. So far we've talked of these as consumer devices, but the trends we see in the home are also important for the business environment we also operate in. The world is changing as the line between work and home life, in fact, blurs considerably. Will continue to do so. So from a technology perspective, business and leisure are converging. Control of technology choices are shifting from IT to the individual employee, from the IT department to the individual employee. Bring your own device, I think it was called this morning. Today's employee often has simultaneous connection to work and life together. They no longer just have one PC, of course, but increasingly have multiple devices and will sync data from the cloud. Now, consumerization is having a huge influence already. Enterprise devices will now always be a niche as consumer mobile devices and apps set new expectations for usability, appearance, and behavior. So the scale of the B2B market is growing hugely. There's massive opportunities in that space for us, and we would suggest within UK PLC. You know, it's creating challenges for our business. It means that we have to build to even higher standards. We now pay a lot of attention to the needs of corporate technology managers when creating a consumer device. So our Galaxy Note tablet, for example, will feature our safe technology, meeting the highest IT standards for mobile device management, on-device encryption, virtual private network access, and corporate email, calendar, content support. All that stuff has to now be included. So we would urge business leaders to see consumerization of corporate mobile technology as an opportunity. It will be demanded of you, and don't worry about it. It's not a big challenge. The rewards can include increased innovation, happier employees, which I always encourage personally, and quite possibly significant cost savings. As the only manufacturer to produce a range of fully compatible smartphones, laptops, tablets, desktops, displays, TVs, we are committed to helping the business community keep up with this fast-moving world of mobile and the devices they have this stronger relationship with. So in conclusion, guys, you know, Samsung's had a presence in the UK for over 20 years now. We highly recommend it. It is incredible to reflect how mobile technology has changed over that time. Incredible, isn't it? 20 years. We are now creating mobile technology that connects and enriches the lives of millions and supports businesses around the world. And the market infrastructure is improving. With 4G becoming available next year, consumers will have access to an even better mobile experience. It's difficult to predict, in fact, where the mobile market will be, even in, say, 5 years into the future. But what is certain, and what Samsung will say, is that we'll still be investing heavily in innovation, pushing the boundaries, and delivering mobile products that improve people's lives. Thank you very much.